Now we are joined by Olutayo Bankole-Bolawole. She is the Regional Director of the WaterAid in East Africa to explain more to us. Good evening to you and thank you so much for joining us, Olutayo.
Good evening. Please call me Tayo.
Tayo.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tayo. So why is it important for us to, in this time and day to wash our hands?
Maybe I need to talk a little bit about who we are. WaterAid is an international NGO that works with others to make clean water, decent toilets, and good hygiene normal for everybody everywhere within a generation. As an international NGO, our role is really to change lives of people that are the poorest and most marginalized people of the world and provide such services for WASH. And we've been doing this since 1981. Now, to answer your question very, very briefly, I think why it's important for us to wash our hands with soap and water is because we can see, especially when we look at the current situation around the pandemic, that it has been proven that washing hands with soap and water is one of the world's most effective defenses against antimicrobial resistance, preventable diseases, pandemics that we have now, and the future pandemics that we know may also come. And as of now, when we're looking at the current rates, by 2030, when the SDGs are supposed to have been met, 1.9 billion people still won't be able to wash their hands at home. So definitely, washing hands is not negotiable. The other one that I would like to say again that helps is, as we continue to invest in soap and water as a clear, no-regret investment, whether it's at home, healthcare facilities, schools, and public places, we will see very clearly that COVID-19 recovery and the preparedness for future pandemics cannot happen without this. One of the things that we're also clear about is that smart choices by governments could really play a vital role in ensuring a prosperous future, healthier population, and a functioning society for our people in Africa and beyond. Thank you.
Absolutely, Tayo. Now, around 290,000, children under 5 die every year of diarrhea, diseases caused by poor water and sanitation, and more than 800 children a day, or at least a child every 2 minutes dies because of. How can we change this in this, it's now 2021, we shouldn't be dying of such diseases.
Exactly. I completely agree with you. I think the first thing we must realize is that it is all about behavior change, hygiene behavior change. It starts with each person one-on-one. And when you look at it from those perspectives, you know that nothing can happen unless it starts with a change individually from our people ourselves. Secondly, one of the things that is also very clear is that we need to invest more in WASH. When I say WASH, I mean water, sanitation, and hygiene at the home front. Because if we don't do that, all these diseases that are killing children unnecessarily is due to the lack of clean water and soap, even at the home front. Healthcare facilities, I'm talking about hospitals, clinics, and the rest of them, without having wash services within them, schools, and all those places, we will continue to struggle. So one of the things that we can then do is to invest more, whether it is by investing in ourselves to learn more, to know more, or our investment in finances and putting monies there from private sector, from donors, and from government. One of the clear things also that I would want to point out is that governments of low and medium income countries need to begin to kickstart, intensify, or scale up campaigns that they have around hygiene behavior change by ensuring that hand washing with clean water and soap, setting out very clear roadmaps to achieve hand hygiene for everybody by 2030, and ring-fencing the finances to make this happen is a crucial one. And maybe I would also add that we believe that a very urgent attention is required so that millions can be saved from unnecessary deaths. Just like you mentioned, a lot of deaths happen in us, maternal mortality, child mortality, some of it actually starting sometimes from our healthcare facilities because of the lack of effective clean water and soap for them to wash their hands, even as they treat patients. So for me, I think to protect ourselves against future pandemics, unlock economic growth, because the more the people are comfortable and alive and well, the more they're able to function and work and the more they're able to then have finances and economic growth in their own lives and the lives of the country. The other one that also I think I want to bring into this is that we have realized that the provision of basic water services can save women and girls an equivalent of about 77 million working days per year. Because right now, when we look at the stats, the statistics, it really shows that women and girls are spending about all those hours in fetching water, increasing their life and work options, and then definitely contributing to gender equality if they are able to have all these services close at home. And one of the things that we have also proven and seen in so many researches that WaterAid has conducted and others has been around the fact that good hygiene can reduce diarrhea and respiratory diseases at low cost, improving people's health, reducing the cost of healthcare, and freeing people's productive time all of the time. This has been things and research that has proven all of this. Now I want to bring it home to you. Just imagine, just think about it, that 10 days of global smartphone sales revenue, which is around 11 billion USD, would actually cover the cost of ensuring that the world's poorest can wash their hands at home with soap and water by 2030. Imagine that, just 10 days. So you see that it is really about political will. It's really about our people themselves realizing that this is not a big deal. What do we need to do is realizing that donors and other key stakeholders have a lot to do to see that it is not much. It's just about the will to make this happen. So I'll stop there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Tayo, for giving us a very clear, understanding to what it holds to say, it is important to wash our hands, because some things we take for granted, not knowing the importance of all this. Thank you so much and have a good evening.
Thank you.